Hey everybody, I have a cook and chat for you this evening. I put out a community post this morning showing you a picture of this Prego creamy basil pesto. I was at Stop and Shop a couple days ago after work and I saw this and I said that looks really good. So I'm going to turn this around and show you what I'm using alongside this creamy basil pesto sauce to make a meal. So a few months ago, one of my Walmart grocery hauls, I showed you this Basil shells made from chickpeas. It's a pasta, so we're going to use that. And of course, the basil pesto sauce. I have a bag of Great Value brand medium cooked shrimp. I took those out of the freezer and let them thaw out a little bit while I was at work. And I have some tomatoes that I'm going to cut up. These are just the grape tomatoes, and some butter. I was going to use some garlic to saute the shrimp in, but I didn't want to take away from the flavor of the basil pesto sauce. So this is going to be really easy, and the water is just about ready to boil for the Basil shells made from chickpeas. That's something I have not used this before, but it looked really healthy. Love chickpeas. If you watch me often, you know how much I love chickpeas. So I'm just going to turn this around and we will start making this dish. Okay, first I'm going to turn you down a little bit, and this water is just about boiling, so I'm going to add some salt to it. And again, this is the Basil shells made from chickpeas, and how long do you cook them for? I should have my glasses on, but of course I don't. So, cook to desired firmness, stirring frequently about 9 to 11 minutes. So, let's just, ooh, shrimp just fell over. Not sure if I'm going to use the whole thing. I always make a mistake of using all the pasta that's in the box and I end up having some left over. But these are small. They look just like regular pasta shells. Let me take them out and show you. The water is boiling, so I got to do this quick. It's really maybe a little more yellowy or golden, because that's the color of the chickpeas, right? Yeah. So let's just put these in. Put the whole thing. So let's stir these up a little bit. Let them boil a little more. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this bag of the Great Value brand medium cooked shrimp. It's peeled and veined with the tail on. So I'm going to rinse them in my strainer, and then we'll cut the tails off. So yeah, let me bring you over here. Please excuse me while I cut this bag and put the shrimp in the strainer and rinse them off. I love these, by the way. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to stir this pasta a little bit too. All right. So, what I'm going to do now is, what am I going to do now? I haven't done a cooking video in a while. I do remember how to cook. So, anyways, let's get a bowl. I'm going to take the tails off the shrimp and put them in this bowl, because I'm not ready to put them in the pan just yet. Because they're already cooked. So they don't need to be cooked too much, but I want to put the tomato in there too a little bit, saute it. So we are just going to take the tails off, put them in there. Now, like when I go to Olive Garden and get shrimp scampi, they leave the tails on, but I really don't want to be, taking tails off while I'm eating. So we'll just take those in there. And usually, while I'm cooking, I'm talking. So, what can we talk about while I do this? We can talk about my last video that I did was I went to work and decorated for St. Patrick's Day for the party. And the reason why I went the night before, I didn't tell you this, because I didn't want to jinx us, but we were in the middle of our survey for the Department of Public Health. So that's why I went the night before to decorate, because there was no way I could have decorated in the morning with the Department of Public Health doing their survey. Normally I would decorate in the morning for a party, but again, they were there, and I didn't want to say anything and jinx us into a deficiency or anything. If you're new to my channel, and I say this all the time, I'm sorry if you're a regular viewer. If you're new to my channel, I am the activity director at a skilled nursing facility, and once a year, the Department of Public Health comes in and goes over our facility for a week with a fine-tooth comb and watches everything, checks everything out. Well, long story short, we were fine. We were fine. No deficiencies in anything at all. So yay for us, and that is why I decorated the night before. So they had a good party. In fact, the state surveyor said that she could see that the residents really enjoyed themselves at the party. So that was good. What else? Yeah, I've just been busy with that, catching up with my own work as an activity director and a manager and a supervisor, because when they come in and survey the facility, you basically stop any paperwork or anything that you normally would do, and you are out there. You are on the units with the residents. Yeah. But anyways, like I said, we did really well. So I'm trying to not keep turning my face from the camera. So if I look like I'm just reaching for whatever, that's what I'm doing. So I almost have all the tails off this shrimp. And I'm going to have to run this out to the dumpster later because it's just going to stink my trash up. All right, one more. So there's the shrimp. Now I really need to wash my hands. I'm going to turn around, wash them, and I'll be right back. Turn you over there, and we will stir this up a little bit. Not even watching the time, but that's okay. So now, turn it down even more. Going to take some butter, put it in the pan, turn this burner up a little bit, and put some butter in the pan. I need to get another cutting board so I can slice the tomatoes, because this one is kind of gross. Excuse me. Now, this is like a, what do you call it, plastic or nylon, Dollar Tree. Yeah. All right. So, that over there. Butter is melting. And I'm just going to start cutting these. These are the grape tomatoes I got at Stop and Shop, Nature's Promise. They were having a pretty good sale when I got this stuff. These were $2.99. Not bad at all. Not bad. So let me just cut some of these up. And like I said, I'm not going to use the fresh garlic because I don't want to take away from the taste of the pesto, but I will put some garlic salt or garlic powder in this. So there's the tomatoes, and I'm cutting up. All right. Might as well just use them all. No, I'm not going to use them all. I'm not going to use them all because I like to snack on these in the morning. So let's put these over here. All right. So now, turn that down. Let me get my garlic salt. Garlic salt, where are you? Onion powder, garlic powder, onion powder, garlic salt. Great Value brand garlic salt. So I'm just going to put some of this. Turn that down. Some of this in the pan. All right. Now I'm going to put the shrimp right into the pan. And like I said, these are already cooked, so I'm just basically heating them up. And I'm going to put the tomatoes in there too. All right. So now, I'm just going to cover that a little bit. And while that cooks and the pasta continues to cook, we can talk about something. Let's see, this isn't going to take long at all. Can we talk about, today is Thursday, tomorrow at work, I have a caricaturist coming. He came last week for the employees. He actually came during the state survey, which is good because it kind of lightens the mood a little bit at work, because that can be stressful. It can be stressful to the whole place when someone's watching what you're doing. So anyways, he's coming tomorrow. He's an entertainer and a caricaturist. I always think I'm saying that wrong. To do caricatures on the residents. It's just going to be funny. It's going to be great to see. Great to see. So, yeah, this is, I'm going to turn you down and show you that it is cooking. Hold on. Okay, so I had to say hold on because my son came into the kitchen. And as you know, he doesn't ever want to be in my videos except for that one where he was shoveling out, but he needed to come in and get a drink. Anyways, back to this. So anyways, we have a a person that draws face and like highlights your features. He's coming tomorrow for the residents. All right. And then I'm thinking my little granddaughter, you haven't seen her in a long time. I think she's supposed to come visit me this weekend. All right, back to this. If you're new to my channel, when I do these cooking videos, I talk and I talk and I talk and I'm all over the place. So yeah. Anyways, this is probably ready to get the Prego creamy basil pesto. I keep looking at this as I'm showing you because I don't want to mess it up. I want to say the Prego creamy basil pesto. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this to this pan. Let me get another spoon. Excuse me, it wouldn't be a cooking video if I didn't cut in front of you, would it? No. Wait, see my grace? Got my hair cut, but I think you already knew that. Looking for the right spoon. Yeah, I had my hair trimmed a little bit. Yeah. All right, so there's that. Please excuse me, there I go coughing again. I did go to my doctor, and she put me on an antibiotic. If you're new to my channel, I've been coughing since January 24th, and I've gone to urgent care twice, and they said it's just viral. Well, I said enough is enough. Let's go to your real doctor. So I called my real doctor, and She put me on an antibiotic again, and I've been feeling better, and I haven't coughed all day, and now I'm coughing, of course. So there's that. We'll let that warm up a little bit. I'm going to put that on low, and I'm going to check these shells to see how they're doing. Let's get a little bowl. Whatever, we'll get this bigger bowl, and we'll get another spoon. Excuse me. Another spoon. That spoon's too big. Fork. Okay, here's a spoon. All right. Let's try these. See if they're soft yet. Probably not. Has that been 9 to 11 minutes? What do we got? We got 15 minutes, so maybe. Maybe. Couple more minutes. Okay, what do I think of this pasta? What do I think of this Banza shells made from chickpeas? Doesn't taste like your regular pasta. It's good though. It definitely tastes like chickpeas. All right, we'll give that a couple more minutes. I got a big mess going on here. Give that a couple more minutes, and then we will add the pasta to this. Now, I don't know, I think I probably should have got the moisture or the water out of this, out of the shrimp, because it's kind of watery. So, I have some cheese. Do I have cheese in the fridge? I think I have cheese, or I can make this a little cheesy. Hold on. Of course I have cheese. I used this probably about a week ago. Mozzarella cheese. So we will add some mozzarella cheese to this pesto sauce. Now, see how it's kind of like really liquidy? It wasn't very thick when it was in the jar, so we'll just add a little cheese to it. This mozzarella cheese, this came from Aldi. It is the Happy Farms by Aldi mozzarella cheese. So we'll add some of that. Let that melt a little bit. All right. There's that. Stir it up. We'll cover it. All right. Now I'm going to turn my back and drain this. You know what this pasta smells like? It smells like potatoes. It doesn't smell like chickpeas. It smells like potatoes. And anyways, there's that. Now I'm going to shut that burner off, and I'm going to check this, see how this is doing. All right, it's getting a little thicker. It's getting a little thicker. I didn't even taste this sauce before I put it in, so I don't even know what it tastes like, but I'm going to taste it now. Looks like pea soup, doesn't it? Looks like pea soup. I like pea soup. I like pea soup with ham and carrots. That is good. That is really good. I'm looking at the wall as I tell you how good this is. Now I'm looking at you. This is really good. It's really good. Was that 5 times I said that? Really good. So we're going to add the pasta to it. The cheese complements it, so that's good. Almost tastes like like an Alfredo sauce now that I added the cheese. But you know what? I don't know what it tastes like before I added it because I just told you that I didn't taste it, right? Right. All right. So let's add, I have such a mess going on over here. I have this thing of mucus relief on the counter. Anyways, let's add some of the pasta to this. Can you see what I'm doing? No, Robin, we can't. No. There we go. Alrighty. Alright. So I think I'm going to just use that amount of pasta, not all of it, even though there's not that much, because the pasta is going to absorb this sauce. So, yeah. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that down low, put this on pause, clean up, plate this up a little bit, and I'll taste it and tell you what we got. Okay, so here's my creation tonight. Again, it is the Prego creamy basil pesto sauce, and then I added the chickpea shells, which taste like potatoes, and some little grape tomatoes, and yeah, this is what it is looking like. So I'm just going to put some on a plate, put some on the plate, and then we will taste it. I'm watching this through my phone. I'm not really watching what I'm doing. Let's get a little tomato. Put that there. All right, let's try this. Okay, ready? It's hot. You can see the steam. Oh, we put shrimp in it too. That's what we put in. How could I forget that? How could I forget that there's shrimp in there? Duh. You're awful crooked too. Do you feel crooked? Because you are. I'm crazy. So if you're crooked, I'm sorry. You definitely are though. This is really good. Okay, here's the shrimp. Here's the shrimp. My cheeks red. My cheeks look red. Anyways, back to this. This is killing me how crooked you are. There we go. All right. This is good. This is good. I'm going to give some to my son. He usually doesn't like stuff like this. He had leftovers from... Hiccup! He had leftovers from last night. I'm going to ask him if he wants some of this. This is really good. And now I have hiccups. I get the hiccups when I eat pasta. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. So there we go. We have some of the chickpea pasta and a piece of shrimp. This is really good, folks. You need to, there I go, looking at the wall again. I'm gonna get a tomato. You need to buy this. You need to buy this stuff. You need to buy this Prego creamy basil pesto. I said it right. Get this. I forget how much it was. Maybe $2.98, $2.95, something like that. But it's really good. Really good. And you can use whatever kind of pasta you want. You can put whatever you want in it. I just chose the shrimp and the tomatoes. But yeah, it's really good. And I'm going to take another bite and you're going to join me. Hear that? At least going up the highway. This is good. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Anyways, that's my cooking chat. Things are good at work, and hopefully I'll get to see my little granddaughter this weekend, and she needs some spring clothes, so love to take her clothes shopping, right? Yes, I do. So anyways, maybe we'll see her this weekend. I do plan on taking out some spring decorations for my kitchen and living room. Hopefully I'll be able to take you along for that. But yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I hope you've all had a good week. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Bye-bye.